Hello, hello. Welcome to the Healing Siren Oracle. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. My name is Renee, and today we're doing another love and relationship reading. We're actually extending off the card of the day and the 3-card draw. So the card of the day was the 3 of Pentacles, and out of the 3-card draw, I got the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, and the Magician. So some of y'all are in your head about finding your chosen community, finding the people that you connect to. And for some of y'all, you're feeling like that's not going to happen. Like the people you're closest to right now, they're close to what you want, but not quite it. It's like that group is missing something. So let's get some more cards and see what comes out. And we got the Fool, the 6 of Wands, the World, and the King of Wands. So, with the Fool, you may have to try something new, something you haven't done before, right? And with the 6 of Wands, like what you're looking for is out there, but it may not come right off the bat. May take you a little bit of time to get there. With that 6 of Wands, once you do, I don't know, for some of y'all, it's like rock climbing, like outdoor activities is what I'm picking up on. Rock climbing, riding a horse, like joining a group that does hiking, something like that. And for my indoor people, like joining a book club. Or basically, if you're an introvert like me, and I'm like an extreme introvert, and you're looking for like-minded people besides like my tarot community, and hey y'all, love y'all. Besides my folks in my tarot community, you may find like the group for you in something weird. Like I like what's the name of it? Cinema therapy is a psychiatrist or a psychologist and a producer that go over movies, and they break it down in a therapy type manner where they go over like, you know, this person behaved like this in this movie because like this was the psychology behind it or whatever. I'm not sponsored by them, but that's actually one of the places that I go to just randomly talk to people. And you will find them with the 6 of Wands, but with the World, and then I also have the King of Wands, the Death card, the 4 of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. So for some of y'all, this is a new adventure. And it's after realizing like the people around you, they're all right, but you're still, I don't want to say missing. You're still, yeah, missing would be the right word. Wondering like if the people around you are intellectually matched. You will find them, but you may have to work on yourself first with this 4 of Swords. And it will take a little bit of looking. Like for some of y'all, you may be a person that's into like building things. I build furniture in my spare time. I know it's a weird hobby, but I have like benches and stools and like tables and stuff that I've built in my house. So I build furniture and stuff in my spare time. Like you may find somebody that's into certain levels of carpentry. Like I'm not an expert by a long shot, but it's something to do. when you find these people, it will bring you happiness. And you will feel like you're prepared for the next step forward. Like you may just need somebody that you can bounce ideas off of. And I feel like this is coming after a really bad breakup. And I'm hearing you're looking for your soul tribe. And for some of y'all, you've already met a few members of your soul tribe. Like you've met a few people that y'all just click. These may be like one or two people that if you've met them before, it's been a long time, and now y'all get on the phone, you can talk for hours. That person will bring you some balance, but it will take some patience to get there. Like these friendships, they will last a lifetime, but they take a long amount of time to build up. And for some of you, Spirit is going to actually just shoot you the first member. And that's like the Four of Cups is usually a card of loss or procrastination. And this particular time, like you're currently paying attention to what you got around you, and Spirit is offering you that other cup. Spirit is offering you at least one friendship that you feel like it could be a long-term friendship. It may not be romantic. It may just be something that's friendly. So let's see what else comes out. And hold on. With that, I feel like these, like whoever you meet, they're going to introduce you to some other folks, and I don't know why it's coming out like that. They're going to introduce you to some other people with the Six of Pentacles that will end up balancing you out. Like you might find somebody that at first glance they look or they behave totally different from you, and then you find out, oh yeah, you the yin to my yang. Come on, like let's ride. They will be a good match for you on a friendship level, but I don't know about a romantic level, even though the Lovers came out. And for some of y'all, it will be a romantic relationship, because on this roll, I got the Eight of Swords, the World, the Ten of Cups, and the Lovers. So for some of y'all, you're wondering when you will meet your other person, like your person, your soulmate. And for that, it'll be after you do some work on yourself. Like I feel like you're going to meet one or two other people before your actual soulmate pops up, because you need to prepare to meet them. And you are manifesting a fresh start after an ending. Because on that line, I got the Magician, the Death card, and the Temperance. You're manifesting something new, something balanced, because I feel like what you're coming out of, that shit was traumatic. Then I got the Empress. Sometimes the Empress can be representative of a pregnant woman. Sometimes she could be representative of a married woman. I think in this particular situation, the Empress is representative of a new idea. Like she's pregnant with a new idea. Something that's never come about before. And for some of y'all, you need to get out of your box. Do something new. Then I got the Knight of Swords and the High Priestess. Ooh, that's itchy. Knight of Swords and the High Priestess. So yeah, when I said something new, the Knight of Swords is going to be a new idea that comes through, that it's going to be some shit that like taps you on the shoulder, and maybe something that you've never, or if you have thought about it, then it was like a fleeting thought. Like maybe you were thinking, oh, I want to travel. But this time when that thought comes out, it's going to be, not only do I want to travel, but I already got plans to do this and do that. Whenever you do find yourself making those brand new decisions, it's going to feel like it's divinely guided with that High Priestess. And the High Priestess, and honestly, I did a reading where I said like the High Priestess and the Empress, for those two ladies, even though the cards are not gender-based, for those two ladies, those are ladies that got their stuff together. Like the Empress is the material, the High Priestess is the spiritual. So if you got both of them on this board, that means that the material part and the spiritual part will be balanced. And they're on either side of that Temperance card. So they will, when they happen, one may take place before the other one. Like you may get materially balanced before you get spiritually balanced. But overall, for the first time in a very long time for a lot of y'all, you will have both of those things balanced out. Switching decks to my other tarot. See what comes out with this. So this is so far about meeting new people, getting out of your head, learning to take some risks. And I'm dropping cards, of course. Learning to take some risks, learning to basically just go with it. And the Ace of Wands, trust in spirit. Got the Emperor, the Seven of Cups, and let me see what fell on the floor. And the Knight of Cups again. So yeah, oh, not the Knight of Cups again, because I had the Knight of Swords before. So the Knight of Cups. So for the ones of you where it is romantic, that person, they may seem different from you, but honestly, they will be your balance, the Emperor and the Empress. As long as you figure out how to get out of your head. Because I got the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. So a lot of y'all are stressing like back and forth if you're doing the right thing right now. If you're making the right choices, if you're making the right decisions. Eight of Swords again. If you're making the right choices, if you're making the right decisions, if you're on the right path, if this is working out for you. And honestly, the answer so far is if you trust in spirit, then the rest of the stuff for a lot of you will seem like it's just falling into place. Let me get two more of these. Six of Wands again. And honestly, where's my original Six of Wands? Because I know that dude popped out. So yeah, in the end, you will be able to celebrate, but you gotta, for some of y'all, you can't really manifest from a place of confusion. So for a lot of y'all, you have to clear up the confusion part first. And with all of these nights, yeah, you're going to meet somebody. And when you do, the only thing that I don't have out here is the Knight of Pentacles. But all the nights, when they come together, that equals the Emperor. So when you do meet somebody, that person is, like, they might seem a little weird as hell. Because, like I said, they may be the opposite personality from you. But at the same time, it's just opposite enough where it balances. The Ace of Cups. It'll be a new love. Somebody that if you've met them before, you haven't really sought out like the romantic aspect of it. The Ace of Pentacles. And the High Priestess again. You definitely have to like let spirit guide you on this. If you try to take the reins right now, you will stay stuck in the confusion part. Switching to the Infinity Oracle. End of a cycle. And like I said, for a lot of you, with that Death card that came out in the very beginning, like, there is a cycle ending, and it was one that came with a lot of confusion, a lot of overthinking, a lot of wondering if you were doing the right thing by leaving that situation alone. And the answer to that is most likely, yeah. Like, if you were in a relationship for X amount of time, family concerns, and take control. If you were in a relationship for X amount of times and you felt like stuck, like there was no movement there, then yeah, it was dazed and confused. The Seven of Cups. The Eight of Swords twice. Like, I'm not going to pick those up again. The Eight of Swords twice. The Seven of Cups, dazed and confused, and the Nine of Swords. So you just came out of a relationship that had you spinning around so bad you couldn't tell what the hell was going on. You didn't know right from left, up from down, one side from the other one. But for a lot of you, that confusion is what kept you stuck in it longer than you should have been. And I know that sucks. The new person that's coming, they may come across as a secret admirer. It may be someone gathering intel off on the sidelines. And for a lot of you, you felt like you were going through a dark night of the soul. Dark night of the soul is when you look in your relationship and every possible thing that could go wrong in that relationship, it went wrong. Even if you didn't have proof of it. Like, if you felt like, okay, well, I want to get a job, save money to buy a house. Like, as soon as you started working, that person lost their job. Because y'all were just not going to balance out. I do have the family concerns cards out here. And I think that may be for this past situation where you or that person may have had to leave the situation because of something going on with y'all's family, because of, and then celebration. Because of something going on with y'all's family, like I said in the beginning, some of y'all are looking for your soul tribe. And it may not be the people you were born in, like the people that share blood with you. It may not be them. For some of y'all, I feel like the people that have the same bloodline as you, you had to cut them off. Be patient with this. And like I said, be patient with it as before. You may have to do some things that you haven't seen before. You might have to do some stuff that you haven't done before, or try a new adventure. That's what I'm trying to say. Soulmate. So with Emperor, the Empress, and some of y'all are just manifesting that relationship. But if you manifest from a place of confusion, what happens is you'll get what you're asking for, but because you're asking for it out of a place of confusion, even if that person is meant to be with you, you ask for it with you ask for it to come along with confusion, right? So it's gonna come along with confusion. Like that person may be in and out, they may be back and forth. Even if they are your person, they may be back and forth, and they will be causing you confusion because you're asking for it out of a place of confusion. And if you do that, you might end up with something codependent. So take control of the situation. Allow spirit to guide you. If you're coming out of a past relationship and that's what you're in your head about, please go ahead and separate from that mentally and physically before you try to manifest something else. Because spirit gonna give you what you asked for. And what you asked for may not be what you want. Twin flame. So some of y'all may be coming out of a twin flame situation and looking for a soulmate situation. But if you're asking for it out of a place of confusion, spirit will be like, oh, okay, you want confusion, you want to be running back and forth, you want the same shit that you just came out of, there you go. Even if that person is meant to be for you. And we got water signs, the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So it may be a water sign, you may be a water sign. And then with all these swords coming out, may also be a air sign. Leo, Libra, not Leo. Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, and honestly, it may be a Leo. Maybe a Leo too, just because I slipped up and said that. But I got a lot of swords on this table, so. Or for some of y'all, it's a fucking Libra running around causing all kinds of issues. And I normally don't cuss out Libras because I am one, but yeah, it's a fucking Libra running around causing all kinds of issues. They either are a Libra or they got a lot of like Libra in their chart. Gambling, problems with addiction, or gambling, bad finances. That's what you're worried about. Like somebody coming in, gambling with your emotions. Somebody taking a risk with you. Or maybe that's what happened in the last situation. Like you trusted somebody and in the end, you felt like they risked your situation for whatever else. You feel like they risk your situation for someone else. And that's this card. Someone else. Someone is in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage this. So I'm thinking that's what you got out of. You felt like there was another person in the situation, but at the same time, you couldn't prove it. And if that's the case, and I still hear that fucking Libra, it may be... It may be a Libra running around, gambling with your emotions, gambling with your feelings, your heart, and at the same time still messing with somebody else off to the side? So the answer is, if you should go back to that other person, nope. Time's not right for you. And before you move on to something else, no, take the time to work on you first. Let's go to the Animal Oracle. And I feel like I want 3 cards out of the Animal Oracles today. Spirit Animal Oracle. We'll pull these and we'll wrap it up. Okay. We got the Elephant. Learn from your past. The Cat. Claim your independence. And I actually ended up getting 5 of these. The Panther. Reclaim your power. The Rabbit. Now's a lucky time. And the Dove. Be peace. So like I said, with all of these, learn from your past. Stay out of your head, or learn to get out of your head. Do not manifest from a place of confusion. Claim your independence, because for some of y'all, it was a codependent relationship. And if you manifest from a place of confusion, you will end up in another codependent relationship. Reclaim your power. For my men, for my women, you know what gave you strength in the past. Somehow, some kind of way, you wandered away from that, but you know who you really are. And for some of y'all, you left that person in the back seat somewhere about 3 years down the road. But yeah, you know where they are, you know who you are, and it's gonna take some time to get back to you. Reclaim your power. Now is a lucky time, so I say after you work on you. And then the last one, be peace. That's all I have for y'all. And y'all, if this resonates, you would like a longer reading or a personal reading, it is the HealingSirenOracle at yahoo.com. And as always, y'all be blessed.